This tracker is perfect for gig workers. All you gotta do is create a free Google Sheets account. Go to your Google Sheets account. After you download the tracker, you upload the tracker into your Google Sheets account as shown on the screen. And it's super easy. You can use it on your phone. You don't need to just use it on a computer. You can use it on your phone. Just download the Google Sheets app. There will be an instructions tab, show you any instructions how to use the spreadsheet. And then there will be a Schedule C reference tab telling you what each category means that you usually find on your tax return when you're filing your taxes. And then there's a transaction tab where you enter key metrics like the date of let's say you went DoorDashing, the date that you went DoorDash. Then you're gonna add the type, which is an income type. You're gonna add the Schedule C category, which for revenue is gonna be gross receipts. And then you could even add your base pay and your tips to calculate and keep track of your tips separate from your best pay. And if you want, you can even just add, you could do by day. You could put in the day that you went DoorDash or whatever gig you're doing, the total amount you can calculate in your base pay and your total tips you got for the day, and it will calculate that and keep track for you. That probably the easiest and quickest way. You could do it per order, or if you want, that will take a lot longer. I recommend just keeping track what you did that day, your total base pay and your total tips. This thing will keep track for you, will calculate for you on the monthly summary screen. Right now we're still in the transaction screen, but very easy to use, very simple, not complicated. Anybody can use it. Of course, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. Then there's a monthly summary tab, like I mentioned earlier. It will auto-calculate everything you input into the transaction screen. So everything you input will get auto-calculated here. It will keep track of your total tips by month, your total base pay by the month, all your expenses by month, and of course the bottom will have the total year. Here there's a mileage log. You keep track of your miles. Just make sure you put in the date, the start date, and make sure you keep track every day of your mileage. You're going to enter the starting date, usually the beginning of the year, right? And then you're going to add the odometer starting, whatever it was at the beginning of the year that you started, and then you're going to just keep track every day of your mileage. You're going to write down your personal miles, and then you're going to, of course, input your business miles, the miles you did for whatever gig you're working on, which is DoorDash or whatever. And you're going to keep doing that every day. And it will keep track for you how many miles you did personal miles, how many miles you did business miles, making it easier for you when you do your taxes, when it's time to do your taxes. And then here's a summary of the Schedule C category. This is what you actually input on your tax software when you do your taxes. So it's just going to calculate everything you input in your transaction screen for you, so that when you do your taxes, all you got to do is just pretty much copy and paste the category amounts into the tax software that you're using. So very easy, very simple to use, not complicated at all. And if you had inventory, if you were selling goods at inventory, then that's what that cost of goods sold is, the COGS. If you had inventory, if you keep track of inventory, if you're selling stuff online or whatever. But of course, if you're doing DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever, you're not going to be selling stuff online, so you don't have to worry about the COGS portion of the spreadsheet. But yeah, you can just enter your transaction. You could do that by order if you want, but I recommend you do it by day. You just calculate your total base pay for the day and your total tips for the day, and that'll be the easiest, quickest, simple approach to do it. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know any questions. It's very easy to use. Go to my Stand store. You can purchase it there and download it there and upload it just how I showed you in this little demo. I highly recommend you keep track. It's super important to keep track, have accurate records for tax season. And good luck.